guys, welcome back to Home Sweet Home Ocala. I'm Elady Fonseca with Great Expectations Realty.
And I'm Aly Pena with Great Expectations Realty as well.
So how have you been before we start with the stats and everything?
So we've been busy in the sense of just our private lives too and work.
And this weather.
Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
Amazing. I love it. Like it's sweater weather. It's so nice outside. Usually, and it's weird. People are probably not gonna agree with me because most people go camping like during the summer. But I actually love going camping during this time.
This is the perfect time of year to do it. Yeah, it's the perfect time in the year to do it.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people, Walmart, Publix, everywhere you go. Oh my God, it's so cold. Seriously, it's like 40. Give it noontime and it'll be 80. Calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you if my heater works in my house.
I don't know either.
I've never used it.
Yeah, me neither.
Never used it. The boys hate it. Because I do it too.
Well, I do too. It's a smell. Like I can't stand that. It doesn't let me breathe.
I came in the office last week. And I was like, we ain't doing this. Nope. The minute I walk in, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Listen, this office was like 80. I'm like, listen, we ain't doing this. I opened the front door. I put a big gallon of water to hold it open. And I switched that really quick from heat to AC. I'm like, we are not doing this, people. Settle down.
Florida is the perfect state, literally, just to wear a sweater.
Yeah.
When you're cold. I love it.
When I was at home.
It's sweater weather.
When I was at home last week, we were swamped.
It's not heater weather.
So a whole 10 minutes that I was probably in my house during the whole day, that whole 10 minutes, I would keep the front door open and the windows just to air out the house because it's gorgeous. I love this time of year. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
Come January, February is when it gets a little bit colder, which is even better.
Yeah. But then it just disappears. And then we have no cold whatsoever for
the rest of the year. Florida literally has no winter.
Yeah.
We don't have winter.
So I get to enjoy the few days that we do have. I don't complain.
No. So let's talk a little bit about the stats. Let's start out with the stats. So new homes hitting the market within the last 7 days, we're at 354.
Okay. I'm not expecting too much because, again, it's December.
I'm still surprised, though.
Yeah.
Because we're the second week of December already, and we're at 354.
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas week I can see a little bit less going in, obviously, because of the holidays, not many people working.
Yeah.
But most of these are new constructions. So I can see them continue to roll in.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's just a click of a button. Go ahead and post it.
Yeah.
So I can see that happening. Price increases, we've had 39. So that's not bad.
Okay, that's not bad.
Decreases, though, we have had 311.
That's a lot. And we're going to keep on seeing that. Not lower, because that's not what we're seeing. Okay, right. You guys, I don't want you to think just because we're saying price decreases that they're continuing to decrease. No, these are just newer homes that are on the market right now this week that have dropped price. That doesn't mean that they're dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping.
Right.
That's not happening.
Yeah. So, and again, it could be $1,000.
Yeah, it's not like a huge
It's not that it's dropping $50,000. No, it's not doing that.
Yes.
It's just playing smart.
I just don't want people to think, oh, okay, it's dropping. The market's, going down. No, that's not happening. Right. At least not here in Central Florida whatsoever.
Because we have so many people moving in.
Yes. Yeah.
So back on market, we've had 84.
Okay.
Sold 231.
Okay.
So it's averaging out.
Yep.
Expired only 36.
Okay, that's actually surprising.
Those will be back by next week. Yeah. Pending, 263.
Okay.
And leased, I had 39.
Which we know it's more.
It's definitely more. Yeah. It's way more. So today we're going to talk a little bit about raising kids in Ocala. That was Aly's idea. As y'all know, my buddy here, Aly, is expecting a baby. And we found out it's a boy.
Yes.
How exciting.
He's a little man.
He's going to be a little Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So she's expecting a boy. So we wanted to talk a little bit about raising kids in Ocala.
Yeah.
Because we do see a lot of families moving in for that reason. We see families from up north, even from down south.
Yeah.
They just want, the better schools. They want the safety and they want the peace and quiet for the whole family.
Yes. And also just a lot of city people wanting to raise their kids maybe outside of the city, where it's a little bit more calmer, a little bit more safer. You don't have that massive traffic every single time you go to school.
You kind of sort of do, but
not like, for example, like South Florida.
Correct. Or even up north.
Different.
It was totally different.
Well, up north, I have no experience with that one. You do a little bit more. Because y'all have snow days and stuff like that.
We do.
But now they have virtual Now they have like virtual school on snow days. Oh my God, how horrifying.
Which, I mean, but it makes sense because here's the thing.
I mean, yeah,
you miss so many days because up north, it's brutal. The winters are winters, not like in Florida. So you do miss a lot of days. And then what happens? It cuts into your only summer break because up north, New York.
That's what they do. Oh, I did not know that.
You have to make up the days.
Oh my God. Guys, people who live up, like, how is that? Like, you don't have a summer then? Like...
Well, you do, but you have to make up that time. And I mean, this was back in 1990s when I was in school up there in New York. So things might have changed.
Okay.
I moved here in 95.
Okay.
So, but I did elementary school and half of middle school up north.
Oh, yeah, over there.
So we would have to make it up like during the summer.
Oh, that's horrible.
Horrible, because in New York, literally, you only have those 2 summers, those 2 months of summer. They are, because then as soon as like July, August hits, you're back to the cold.
Oh.
So the only time that we had to like play outside.
It was just those 2 months and that's it.
2 months, that was it. Because over there, you do have the 4 seasons.
Gosh.
It's not like maybe here.
Virtual school is not as bad.
No, it's a fabulous idea. I think whoever came up with that was a fabulous idea.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, just being able to make up those days. Like here, we have hurricane days.
Yeah, right? We do.
So what they did last year was, because obviously the kids had a couple more days off last year because of hurricane activity. Not that we got hurricanes here in Ocala, because we didn't.
But
we had activity. So we did have rain, a couple down trees. So obviously, you can't go to school.
You're always kind of like tornado watches and all that stuff.
And the schools
we don't get tornadoes. It's very rare that we do. And usually they're like very low categories. There's nothing compared to like Texas.
Right.
Or,
but the thing is that they use the schools as shelters here.
Correct.
So that's why they have to close.
Yeah.
So what they did last year, the year before, was the half days. They converted them into full days.
Oh, wow. So
they made up the days missed by making that extra 2 hours. It considered half a day of the missed day. So that's how they came up with it. So that was smart. That was smart on the school board's behalf.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I know you've raised 3 boys.
Yes. Yes.
Here in Ocala.
All 3 of them were born here in Ocala. Yep.
So I have a couple questions for you, and maybe they do too as well.
Okay.
So how was it when they were little? Like, how many daycares do you think there are? Like,
there are so many daycares. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was fortunate enough where my husband was able to support us.
That's actually really nice, and you could probably get away with doing that too in Ocala compared to anywhere else in Florida.
Correct.
Just because affordability.
Correct.
So if you are thinking about like maybe staying at home with your children, consider moving to a place where you can actually do it.
Yeah, where it is affordable. I mean, daycares are expensive. I'm not going to lie. Daycares are super expensive. But I was lucky enough where my husband could provide for us. So I was a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
But once they hit that 40-year mark, it's like, okay, VPK it is.
Okay.
Because it's a free program and you can take them to any daycare, or even some schools are now accepting it. It's half a day.
Okay.
But it's voluntary pre-K.
Oh.
And it's government funded.
Okay.
So once they hit 4, I'm like, off to school at least half a day.
That's
and then they went into
Okay.
So there's a lot of programs to help you for those working moms too. I know a lot of them take advantage of the early childhood, I think it's called. They give you, if you show proof that you're working.
Oh yeah.
Right. And obviously you're not making ends meet, they will pay for your daycare. You pay very minimal.
Wow, okay.
There's a program here. I forget what it's called. I never used it, so I don't know.
We'll link it down below just in case when we find out.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in another one, or we'll link it. But there are programs out here to help working parents as well that cannot afford the price of daycares.
Because it is expensive. I know actually a couple of my tenants are stay-at-home moms just because they see the cost of daycare as being equivalent of what they're going to be getting paid. Right. So it's like, forget about it. I might as well just stay home with my kid.
Yeah, like a perfect example, and again, this was when my kids were in elementary school. I was working for the county here, so I had aftercare.
Okay.
Aftercare, right? So they were in school. Aftercare was probably 2 hours until I got out of work or my husband, and we picked them up. $85 each.
Oh boy! So especially
for
if you have
2
multiple
hours,
kids. Oh
I had 2. So that's what I'm saying. And this was, again, I'm talking about when my college student now was in elementary school.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in college now.
Yeah.
So this was years ago, and it was $85 for aftercare.
Yeah.
Not the whole day, just
those
2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Was $85 a week per kid.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what it's priced now. Thank God my youngest is 15. Because I ain't paying for no more daycare. I done did my days, my time, and my money. So for those of you that there are different programs. There are a lot of different programs to help.
Okay. And I know your son, for example, is in sports. Have they been in sports like since they were little, or like how did that?
Oh yeah,
like,
Jonathan's been playing basketball since he was like 6.
Okay, so there are programs like that for kids.
Oh, you can start him even younger.
Yeah.
We just didn't know what he liked.
Okay.
We tried him at T-ball. That did not go well. He was bored out of his mind because, you're playing T-ball. So we're talking about kids probably 6 and under, 5. He didn't want to play the infield. We would put him outfield and he would just sit there. And he's like, ain't no balls coming this way. And he would just throw the biggest tantrums. He hated it. When it was his turn to bat, the bat would fly. Like, the ball would not move. And I'm like, okay, nope, T-ball is not it. T-ball is not it. Nope. We tried soccer. That was not it either. When we got him into basketball, that's it. That's his love. That's his passion till today. Okay. That's what he does.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So there are different things that you can do, especially.
Oh, there's so many activities, whether it's in school or out of school.
Okay.
In school has a lot of programs. My oldest did band.
Okay.
He also did color guard in middle school.
Okay.
High school, he did GER.OTC.
Okay.
So there are so many things that are offered here that are not offered in other states. So you have sports.
Yeah, I do agree that Florida does have like a lot of like programs outside and inside school for children.
Whether it's sports, whether it's arts, whether it's drama, anything. There's
in high
so
school,
much
I was
to
in
do.
magnet art for like 4 years of high school. And I mean, that was a lot of work because I had to take 2 art classes instead of 1.
Right.
And it was like every single day, But yeah, I loved it just because it was like such a good atmosphere too.
Right.
And like you get to like meet like-minded people that have your same interest and kind of grow up with them. So that's really nice.
So I remember when I was in high school, I did the culinary arts program.
Okay.
That's what made me go into culinary school. I did that for all 4 years.
I'm so not shocked about that. I'm so not shocked about that because you're such a good cook.
Thank you. So I did that, so again, there's so many different programs for everybody.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, and there's a lot of community events. There's a lot of churches.
I've seen that
do programs.
Yes.
FFA was another, like, future farmers and all that stuff. FCA is now a big thing.
I've noticed that since I moved to Ocala, and I don't think it's like this in Miami. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. But I did not see that growing up. The community gets so much involved with kids here, and I'm talking about like the firefighters and like all the first responders. Yes. There's different programs.
They even have a volunteer program, right?
I didn't know that.
Yes, they have a volunteer program for teenagers. Oh, I think.
That's so cute.
And again, this was years ago. I think you have to be at least 15 to be able to volunteer, like at a fire station.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
And stuff like that. They are very hands-on. I mean, our first responders are phenomenal with trying to find programs to get these kids off the streets and get them in the right path.
I really fall in love with that sense of community here because I didn't see that. And I mean, our like programs over there are just like not well even known.
Right.
Because not a lot of people participate in them.
Right.
But here, it's like just so obvious.
Yes.
It's like right there, like they care.
Right.
They really care.
And we have so many, not just the first responders, we have restaurant owners.
I've seen that too.
We have such a good community here in Marion County. They do so much for the community. There's
if your teenagers want to get involved and stuff like that, I would definitely push them because there's so many people wanting to help.
You can go to the schools. Like, you can go to the schools and go to a school resource officer or go to your guidance counselor and say, hey, I want to volunteer. What volunteer programs are out there? Trust me, they got a list. They got a list. So there's so much to do. The hospitals. Yeah. Did you know you can go and volunteer for your community service hours? I did know
that one, yeah.
That's the cutest thing because just going in there and maybe somebody that's old and has nobody to talk to, just you bringing them water.
And just
makes
also,
their day.
There's a lot of kids nowadays, and I know my generation definitely went through it. We didn't know what we wanted to do when we grew up.
Right.
Okay. It was like a very lack of information.
Right.
Huge, massive. There's just jobs that you don't even think about. And I've noticed that here in Ocala, it's a little bit different just because everybody's so much more involved.
Yes.
You get to like experience maybe what you want to do in the future, which is really nice. I would definitely take advantage of all that if you have children. Yeah.
The schools here are phenomenal. And like I said, the guidance counselors, they're amazing. I've dealt with, obviously, 3 because, you know, and even for Giovanni's my special needs one. He graduates high school this year with his full-on diploma. Like his, you know, he actually took the state exams. He did everything. He is graduating with his full diploma. And there's even programs for him.
Yeah.
There's so many different programs that like we can help him get a job right after school.
Yeah.
We can help him do this. He's still kind of deciding what he wants to do. He knows he loves computers and he loves video gaming. So we're thinking
maybe something down that route.
But just the school wanting their hands on and to help, that's big because as a parent, sometimes obviously I know a lot of Marion because I've been here for so many years and I have a lot of connections and I can point you in the right direction, but not every parent has that.
No.
So just knowing that you can go and speak to the guidance counselor and see your situation and they help you, that's phenomenal. And that's in every school
I was
here.
actually, like, even if you're an adult and you're going to school, I was talking to Kevin, my boyfriend, and it is so different here than in like Miami, like a city, because people are just so not helpful. Like he has to get mad and actually like practically argue with somebody to get anything done. Like even just paying for a class, and then you come here and everybody is so helpful. Nice.
We'll be happy to take your money. Give me your debit card right here. You know,
but it really is like that. So just take into consideration if you are even an adult and studying, you know, do some research, go where they're going to help you the most, where they want you to succeed.
Correct.
Okay. Because you're going to be struggling regardless sometimes.
Yeah. So, and again, there's so many different things for a growing family.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait.
Yes. Well, I'll guide you.
I can't wait. I know.
I'll guide you in the right way. Be like, take them here. They even, so they started doing this thing a couple years ago at the libraries. At the public libraries, they have like toddler time.
Oh, toddler
I would go check out books just so I can see all the cute little babies with the bows and the dresses. I'm like, oh my God, they're so cute. It's called toddler time.
Did you want another one?
No, I'm good. I'll wait on the grandkids, and we got years for that too. Because I even told my oldest at 20, I'm like, not until you finish school. Not even a girlfriend. He's got friends. My 15-year-old, he's got friends. And boy, does he have a lot of friends. And they all come and hug me. And mom, I'm like, mom from a distance. You know, I'm like,
no mom yet.
no mom yet. We got to finish, you know, education is super important for us and our family. Yeah. So I'm like, once you finish your education, once you know what you want to do and you're in the correct path, there'll be time for that.
Yes.
So their kids, I'll wait on grandkids. I can deal with your baby. That'll be like baby fever right there. But no more kids for me. Nope, we're done.
Temporary.
Yeah, that'll be baby fever killer right there. Nope, no more.
Oh my God.
No more.
Elady Fonseca. 35245444099. ELADYFONSECA3@gmail.com. Ali Pena. 7865157640. ALY.FLREALTOR@gmail.com.